BBC Radio Oxford. I may have found the most sustainable festival, and I'm very excited to tell you that it's an Oxfordshire one as well. There's so many festivals in our county now. You've got Cornbury, you've got Fairport Property Convention as well. You've got Truck Festival. I kind of can't keep up anymore. But Treehouse Festival is coming back for the 6th year. And here to tell me more is the guy who set it up. Welcome, Tom de Wilton, who's actually in the studio with me. Must be quite nice to come in.
Hi, Flo. Yeah, thanks so much for having me. Incredibly excited. And yeah, what an honour to be here in the studio.
I know, lots of red in our studio. I don't know why we've got loads of red lights, but it makes it quite cool. But what we're talking about is a festival that's like very, very sustainable. How sustainable is it?
Well, we are for those that are in this space, we are aiming to become the Europe's first B Corp festival. So B Corp is an accreditation for responsible, sustainable businesses that go through an incredibly robust accreditation process. So what that means for us is that we're looking at every element of festival life and examining it and doing everything we can to improve that, because when we go to these amazing events in the beautiful countryside, all of these festivals that you mentioned, we don't think about the impact that we're having on the environment for that weekend, those 3, 4, 5 nights that we're there.
You might be the one that takes your tent home, but a lot of people aren't.
Exactly.
I know that I'm going to Glastonbury this year, finally, after getting tickets for 2019. But I know that you can't bring in glass because obviously it's a dairy farm, so you've got to respect that it's a farm. You're not allowed to wee on the grass, otherwise you're kicked out and you can't go to the festival. But also you can bring any drink that you have in a plastic bottle, but also that's plastic as well. Exactly. So you just kind of think, I feel like sometimes festivals are sustainable up until a certain point. So what makes Treehouse one of those sustainable festivals?
Yeah, it's a great question. So first up, we're totally vegetarian for the first year. So we really think that, the consumption and production associated with meat is it's a choice that people can make. But if you're coming to Treehouse, we've got some incredible food traders. You're not going to be underserved, but it's all veggie food.
Nice.
We're also no single-use plastic whatsoever. So we enjoy a beer at Treehouse Festival. We work with Tap Social, our amazing sponsors.
Oh.
And we've got some beautiful recycled stainless steel cups available, again, from our sponsors, Oxwash. So, it's brilliant to be able to offer that and no single-use plastic packaging. Biogenerator, these big events, there is a lot of power to pull for the sound systems, the lights, all of that infrastructure that needs to go on in the background. And of course, we're literally burning fossil fuels, crude oil, distilled down into diesel. So for the first time, we're using biodiesel, which is produced from anaerobic digesters. So the food caddies where we put all our scraps goes out into Oxfordshire and it essentially gets fermented down into this brilliant low-cost fuel that we're able to use in the generator.
Was it quite hard to sort out how it all works? Because as a festival goer, I'm not thinking about the power usage. I'm only thinking about how much battery have I got in my power bank. That's what I'm thinking. But as a festival organizer, is it quite stressful?
It is. It's tough, especially as a small festival within COVID. It's been an incredibly difficult few years, and just to survive has been a challenge. So actually thinking about this, but the Treehouse team, we all feel so passionately about this that it's becoming embedded into the ethos of Treehouse from the ground up.
I think you guys might be one of the pioneers, and the other festivals will start catching up with you if that's hopefully the plan.
We really hope so.
So putting the sustainable stuff aside and figuring out how you sort out the fossil fuels and everything, what's the vibe of Treehouse? What can you do if I were to go there? What can I do?
Oh, it's a good question. There's a lot to do. So we're a small festival, and we really put community collaboration and creativity at the core of the event. So we have some absolutely incredible music, some real grassroots bands that some of them have been with us from year one and played every single year. For this year, we are super excited to have the Brass Funkies headlining on Friday night. So
fantastic.
The key thing is that there is a treehouse. So it's a treehouse that I built back when I was 18. I used to design and build tree houses professionally, and our main stage is below the tree house in the centre of this beautiful ancient oak woodland. So Brass Funkies, they headline the clubhouse at Wilderness Festival every year. They're an Oxfordshire band, and we're incredibly excited to have them. Outside of the music, we're really about the workshops and experiences.
Yeah.
So we really passionately believe that we live in a world dominated by digital interactions.
Yes.
We're on our phones, we're on our smart tablets, we're on our laptops. And we think we just need to get back into real life and connect and experience things in person, especially in a post-COVID world. So a few examples that we've got is life drawing. People always really enjoy life drawing. We've got yoga, we've got mindfulness, we've got meditation. And the big one for this year is the Treehouse Spa. So
this sounds amazing. Whereabouts in Oxfordshire is this?
So we're in Uffington. So if anyone that's ever been to the White Horse Hill, we are immediately below the White Horse Hill. We've got a beautiful, incredibly stunning site. You can see the White Horse, and we've got a couple of green fields and then this beautiful ancient woodland in the middle.
Oh my gosh. So what happens at this spa? What can you get done? And how many people can attend this spa?
Well, that's it. So, when we're thinking about sustainability, we are thinking about the planet, but we're also thinking about our people, not only our guests, but the wider community. And the spa is really bringing that element of wellness to the festival. You have a few beers, you have a bit of dance, you might wake up with a bit of a sore head.
Yes.
So for this year, we've got a wood-fired hot tub.
Oh my gosh.
We've got a wood-fired sauna built in an old horsebox trailer and an ice-cold plunge. All totally handmade, but all absolutely beautiful, stunning, and included in the ticket price.
Oh, that's lovely. This is the good thing about festivals. What I like is that, you might just want to go to festivals for just the music, but also in between acts or in the morning or the day before it all kicks off, you could just do stuff and get to know people. And I think it's something that you're quite passionate about, is a way to make friends. It's hard as an adult when you're not friends with people from school anymore, or you've moved to an area. This sounds like a really lovely way to make friends.
Yeah, that's it. It's one of the last taboos is to talk about the concept of loneliness, and in your 20s, 30s, 40s, it's really difficult to meet new people, especially when you're in a global pandemic. So the whole idea is that we just want to put people in these situations where they have these shared experiences, and then there's the space, there's the time to grab a cup of tea, grab a beer, go for a walk, go for a stroll, and just talk and just reconnect. And we really think that's an important element of festival life.
Lovely. So if people want to go to Treehouse Festival, what's the right website link, and where can people find tickets? And are you on social media? You must be.
We are, yeah. So we're treehouse.af on Instagram and Facebook, and our website is treehouseaf.com. All of the lineup information, the tickets, everything's in there. We've got a brilliant video from last year that shows you a bit about what we're like.
Good. Lovely. Well, thank you so much, Tom de Wilton from Treehouse Festival. A very, very great way to be a sustainable festival. And maybe we'll see more festivals like you popping up. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.